What's up, everybody? I'm back again for a video that I wanted to make because we have just found out since this morning that the Supreme Court rules Trump must turn over tax records to New York prosecutors. Now, let me ask you this first question. As an American citizen, is it important for you to know what's in the president's tax returns? I know every president has given their tax returns to show the public. And I also know that Trump said he would turn his tax returns over as soon as they were done auditing. He was saying that at the beginning of his campaign. And now we're almost at the end of his first term, and he is still fighting in the courts to not have them released. Now, does it matter to you if they're released or not? Let me know in the comments. However, it's saying here the Supreme Court upholds a New York grand jury subpoena for Trump's tax returns and other financial records, rejecting his call to give presidents complete immunity from criminal investigation while in the office. There's some other ones here. I saw one. This one guy was just mad, about it being released. This guy says Trump can't block release of his financial records to New York prosecutors, but lower courts must take another look at whether Congress may see them. So, me personally, I really don't care anymore. Seriously. Because I take a person at their word for what they say. Meaning, if you say you're going to do something, then do it. When you don't do that, it becomes an issue because people take you for what you said. They take your word on things. And when you go back on your word, depending on what type of person you are, what are your beliefs and values, you're going to hold that person accountable, or you're just going to say whatever. And me, I'm at the point now, whatever. So I know a lot of people are now upset. A lot of politicians are upset because he has to, looks like he has to release them, but the lower courts are going to have to look at it first. Now, he's not having a very good day because New York is painting a Black Lives Matter mural writing in front of Trump Tower. Now, remember, recently the president said, Black Lives Matter was a symbol of hate. And a lot of other people are saying this too, but I'm not going to get into all that because, I'm telling you people, it's exhausting trying to explain things to people when they don't want to do their own research. They rely on the media to tell them how they should think, feel, and who to be mad with. Do your own research about organizations and groups and come to your own conclusion. Don't just, take another person's word for it and just roll with it. We got enough of that, happening. People need to do their own research. So I think this is a video right here. So they're painting this Black Lives Matter mural in front of Trump Tower. And currently on Twitter, the president is having a Twitter tantrum. And I'm going to show you, that in a few minutes. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think this is sending a message to him? Because, from what I've seen in his tweets, he's not for it. He's outspoken about it, and a lot of other politicians are, and a lot of politicians are for it. But I care more about, your personal reasons and excuses. I care less about the politicians and what they have to say, about this certain thing. But I'd rather listen to you guys and see what your thoughts and feelings are. So, yes, they are painting that. It's most likely done. So here is the president talking about, he says, Black Lives Matter is a symbol of hate. President Donald Trump on Wednesday called New York City decision to paint Black Lives Matter on Fifth Avenue a symbol of hate, rebuking his hometown's embrace of a rallying cry that has stirred nationwide protests about racism. The president's latest comments attacking the Black Lives Matter movement drew swift condemnation from the New York City police reform groups. Trump also criticized cuts to the city's police department and wrote on Twitter that Mayor Bill de Blasio's decision to paint Black Lives Matter on the street outside Trump Tower is denigrating this luxury avenue. This will further antagonize New York's finest, who love New York and vividly remember that horrible BLM chant, pigs in a blanket, fry 'em like bacon. Remember that, because that's another video, and I'm going to talk about that. Trump wrote, maybe our great police, who have been neutralized and scorned by a mayor who hates and disrespects them, won't let this symbol of hate be affixed to New York's greatest streets. Spend this money fighting crime instead. So he's not having a very good day, because I think this is probably going to just irk him a lot worse than those tax returns, but who knows? Let's go see what he's saying on Twitter, because like I said, he is having a bad day. Political witch hunt. We have totally corrupt previous administration, including a president and vice president who spied on my campaign and got caught, and nothing happens to them. This crime was taking place even before my election. Everyone knows it, and yet are all frozen stiff with fear. It says, this is about his tax returns. Courts in the past have given broad deference, but not me. The Supreme Court sends cases back to lower court, arguments to continue. This is all political prosecution. I won the Mueller witch hunt and others, and now I have to keep fighting in a politically corrupt New York, not fair to the presidency or administration. And here he is, 4 hours ago, he's talking about presidential harassment. But there's a lot more. But what do you guys think? Are you guys happy that this is happening about his tax returns? What are your thoughts on them painting the Black Lives Matter sign outside of his property on the street? He says it's going to devaluate it and make it, probably less. The mayor of New York is, pushing this and putting this out there. So I think a lot of people are doing this to irk him. A lot of people are doing this to try to send him a message. And me personally, it's all comical to me, some of this stuff. But I don't know. What do you guys think?